What's up, everybody? This is Stucky Media. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about grid lines on Sony DSLT cameras. So this is something that is available through the viewfinder and in live view on most Sony DSLRs, including the NEX cameras, the A58, the A77, all of the SLT line, and most new Sony cameras that are coming out, even including some of the CyberShot cameras also has its feature as well. Right now I'm showing you a display on the A99, and I wanted to take some time to talk about grid lines. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to go into the menu, and then we're going to go over to grid lines. So we're in the camera function now, so let's go find grid lines. So as you can see, it's going to be option 2 under your settings tab. And so there's several different options here. We have rule of thirds, square grid, and diagonal line plus square grid. And so I want to talk a little bit about each one of these. So the first thing that you see right now is the rule of thirds, and you can see that you're looking at a light pole right now. And the rule of thirds basically means that anything between this point and this point is where the eye is naturally going to go to. This is a good way to line up your subjects when you're doing portraiture or any most type of work using this one. So going back to the option setting, we're now going to pick square grid. And square grid, let's get out of the menu here. Square grid gives you all of these different lines and all of these crossing points here. And so basically what square grid is good for, square grid makes it easier to confirm the horizontal level of your composition. This is suitable to determine the quality of composition when shooting landscapes, close-ups, or duplicate images. So very good for landscapes. This is the option that you want to use when you're trying to do landscapes out in maybe out in the mountain range or in a park or something of that nature. So going back to menu for our last one, go back to grid lines, and we have diagonal plus square grid. Now you can see one of the biggest differences here is that there are diagonal lines coming in to the center point, and there's 4 of them, and you also have the square grid, which we just looked at. And basically what this is for is that it actually helps you do 2 things. One, you can place the subject on a diagonal line to express a uplifting and powerful feel. So you can place your subject on one of these lines here, leading right up to the middle. Or you can use these diagonal lines to help you to find leading lines. And a lot of times leading lines are lines that photographers use to help lead the eye to a subject. And so this is a good setting to have. Now you can always, if you don't want to use any of these lines here, you can always go back to your settings menu and click off, and you just have your regular clean layout. But this is one of the advantages that a Sony DSLR gives you, is that you have the option to change these, and they appear right in the viewfinder. They don't show up on your images, but they overlay on the viewfinder itself, so that you can be able to well compose your images. So hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment box below. Thanks, and hope you subscribe to my page. I'll see you in the next one.